So you're scared because you're feeling lost. And all you want to do when you feel lost is you want to escape. But the more you try and escape, the more you burrow yourself down into feeling lost. And it's a never-ending cycle. So today we're going to talk about the 4 steps that you need to take to move away from feeling lost and escape. So the first step is to reframe what it means to be lost. It's really natural for you to feel sad and depressed and to look backwards and to try and work out what's gone wrong. And you might go through cycles of grief, you might go through cycles of helplessness. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to go through the motions of feeling like that. But at some point, you have to reframe that feeling lost to it's the beginning of the journey towards your future. And that is where you're going to make positive steps because we can't do anything in the past. Let's do an analogy now because I love analogies. We're midlife. We're halfway up the mountain and we've hit a snowstorm. And that snowstorm has stopped us being able to see anything in the future, and we can't navigate, we can't see, we can't work out what's going to happen. So what do? We have to stop and sit for a little while. We have to think about our circumstances, and that is the grief cycle or the sadness cycle or the why me cycle. Then you've got to work out how to get moving again when you can't navigate what's ahead. There's 2 ways you can look at things. One, you can say, well, I can't move forward because when I look back in my past, someone once told me that I could never deal with disasters, or I couldn't handle anything, or I couldn't do this, or I once had another disaster and now I coped with that so poorly, so therefore I can't cope with this disaster any better. And we can spend a lot of time analysing back there. But that is not going to change what's happening here and now. The other side of you can say, there's a snowstorm, I can't see. I can't work out where to go. So what if I learn the skills to do what I need? I'll learn to navigate in the snow. I'll learn to look at a new map, see what reinforcements I need, see what new equipment I need. Where are you thinking? Are you looking too much towards the past, trying to work out how to fix those things in the hope that the future looks brighter? Or are you at the point where you can say, you know what, I'm going to learn how to deal with everything and move forward. So when you're reframing being lost, move from that person that is looking at the past, feeling sad, not sure what's going to happen, always analysing all the blockers and all the mistakes, to thinking about what is it I need to move forward. Is it the preparation required to move forward? And how do we prepare? We lean in to that feeling of being lost. We rest, we relax, we prepare ourselves physically, we prepare ourselves mentally for that, and we sit with feeling lost as the positive part before we take the journey onwards. If what I'm saying is resonating with you at all, please don't forget to give me a like or subscribe. Step 2, create yourself a new map. This step is about deciding what is the transformation you're going to make. Is it your career? Is it your health? Is it your finances? Is it your social circumstances? What are the things you want to change in your life? What are your dreams? What are your passions? What is not in your life that you really, really want to do? This is the step about writing everything down. Don't worry at all about whether they're going to fit into your current life or how you're going to make them happen. This is about dreaming the things that you want in your life that haven't been there before, so that you can keep going up the mountain. Dreaming those things gives you an idea of what your future could look like. So number 3 is plan your escape. So this is the time when you take that map from step 2, all those dreams, all those things you want to do, and you actually start to write a plan about how you're going to start to achieve them. What you want to focus on first is what it is, when it's going to happen, and how are you going to do it. So I want to change my career. I want to change it in the next 6 months. I need to go and build all these skills to do it. Look at all of those dreams that you want to achieve and work out the what, the when, and the how for all of them. Then you can work out how they fit around your current lifestyle, how much time you can dedicate to them, how you're going to make that work. This is also the time when you're working out what you really desire in your life. And once you know that, there's a cost. So what is the cost to you if you don't achieve it? And if you've got a really strong desire and a cost of what it's going to be to you if you don't achieve it, you will take action. You have no choice because you've convinced yourself that you really want it, you can do it, you've got a plan, and not doing it is not an option. And that leads us to step 4, which is simply escaping. It is activating the plan that you have just made. And this is the point where life gets extraordinarily better because you're actually taking action and steps. So at this point, you're no longer the victim. You're no longer doing the suspect behaviors. You are now moving from feeling lost to escaping, and you'll feel amazing for doing it. I've put all the information I've talked about today in this little chart, which you can download as a PDF from the link in the box below. So now that we've looked at those 4 steps, I'm sure you're going, yep, I definitely want to do that. But there's one thing that might be holding you back, and that is the debate that's going on in here about all your past and how to get rid of it and let it go. And we're going to talk about that in this video here.